What's up, guys? So we have here a 2002 Acura EL, and today we are gonna be replacing the radiator. It's leaking somewhere over there. First things first, we're gonna drain the system. So take out the radiator cap. I'm gonna put it in the air, and I'm gonna show you where the drain cock is, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here's the drain cock. Loosen this off until it starts pouring. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna lower the car now. I'm gonna let that drain. It's pretty nasty. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to remove this cover. So there's 4 clips here. Get your clip tool and just pry them out. Alright guys, so this was a bit of a pain in the ass to take off because one, I took out all the 4 clips in the front and then bend this back. Well, the clips are pointing in the other direction, which is you gotta access from the bottom, and there's no way you'll be able to see that from the bottom. So what I had to do was have a prying tool, and I wedged it in between this area and this, and just force it, pried it out. And now I'm gonna take these clips out, and I'm gonna flip them the other way so that they will be locking in from the top, so that it's easier for me to access. So one more thing, so I guess somebody tried to do a putty repair on this radiator right here, which I didn't see. I should have seen that. But anyways, I think that's where the leak is coming from, in this area. See, you can see it's wet in this area right here. So the next move that we're gonna do, we're gonna have to remove the battery area so we can access the reservoir for the coolant, and then so we can access some of the bolts for the radiator fan, and then unhook the hoses, take out these, and take out this hood latch. So basically I'm gonna mark a spot right here and right here, so I know exactly where to put it back in after. So yeah. guys, the radiator was out. So I hope you guys were able to follow that. I know it was just a hyperlapse, but it was pretty straightforward. The only thing there was probably this one. You had to unclip it from the back side, which is, let me show you, over there, right here in this area. The clip will go into this area right here, and the ball will go into this area right there. So yeah, this ball and this will clip into right here, and it should be facing this way like that. And obviously the connector right here that will loop down underneath over here and through the front. So now this radiator, as you guys can see, is slightly different from the old one. So basically it's a manual transmission, right? And the radiator we got is for an automatic transmission, which is why they have this for the oil cooler for the tranny, and these are supposed to be the ones that will go in there, and then lines will go into there to cool the tranny. But since this is a manual transmission, we don't need to put all this in. Nothing is gonna go under there. We're just gonna leave it the way it is, blank. You don't have to close it off or anything. It's not really gonna leak anything through. So yeah, other than that, that is it. They're pretty much the same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the car. Alright, so one thing I forgot to do is sometimes it doesn't come with the new, little bushing underneath. So you gotta take this one out, and you gotta take this other side out. And I've already placed it in the car, so now I'm gonna have to sneak it down there. But before you put it in, you can actually put these in there. Alright? Okay, so once you remove those bushings for the radiator to sit on, place it where it's supposed to be, because sometimes they fall off. So it's easier when they're just there, and you just drop the radiator down there and line them up. Alright, so now you want to put this back in. Everything is in place now. It's sitting where it's supposed to be. So first is we want to put this right there, line up the holes, and put the bolt in, just like that. So the other side, same thing. Take this, peel it back, set it in place. And then put the bolt in. Okay, so now we're gonna put this fan back in, and obviously line up the two tabs that goes in the bottom like that. You'll feel it when it goes in, because then you can't move it anymore. And then two 10 mils right here and right here. Okay, so you see these 5 things right here? Well, you're gonna need these, and I'll show you why in a second here. They go right here. One over there, one right here, one right there, and one right there. So basically it goes there, so you could put your bolt through the fan and attach it to the radiator, just like that. So I'm gonna do it for both sides. Alright, so now we're gonna put this other fan back in. Removal procedure came out, so it must go back in, right? So it's just a matter of playing around with it. I mean, you don't have to force it, because if it doesn't go in, but it will go in because we got it out. So you just gotta play with the angles right now. Make sure it's clearing this area and this area over here. So basically right now, this is slightly in the way. This 10mm right here for the ground. So easiest thing to do right now is just remove it. So it's just another 10mm bolt and the ground strap right here. So I'm gonna leave that there. And we'll put the bolt over there. Don't mind me. And so right there. Now it's already better and it's already coming back down. There you go. So now it's just a matter of, if I can get my light down here, lining up again the tabs for the fan to the rad. So actually right now, before I secure this fan, it's a good idea to actually slide this radiator hose, the bottom rad hose down. So actually I should have done that before I put this back in, because now it's gonna be tighter for me to put this hose back. So there you go. Maybe put your lower rad hose before you slide the fan back in, because now basically you have to raise the car in order to put this rad hose back properly, because I'm not gonna be able to put the clamp back on properly unless I raise the car. So you know what, I'm gonna do that right now. So while I'm down here, I might as well put this, the drain cock. I removed this before putting the rad in, because the fan kind of gets in the way, so it's easier when you remove the drain cock. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, I might have forgotten, but remove the drain cock and it gives you this much more clearance so that you can clear the fan. Alright, now when I'm down here, I'm gonna turn this right now, which is kind of a pain. I should have done that while the hose was out. So I'm just gonna have to turn this facing down. Okay. Now slide it in. Basically now, open it up, slide it all the way through. and right there. Okay, so the lower rad hose is in, drain cock is secured, and there you go. You don't have to refund that before the tab breaks, so you can snug it up. So I think we're done on the bottom. That is all that has to be done from the bottom. So I'm gonna lower the car again. Alright, so now I want to secure the radiator, so put that in, line up that thing, secure it with a bolt. So next, now we want to do same thing with the other fan. Again, line up where it's supposed to go on the bottom. You'll feel it once it goes into place. And you can see it right there. Okay, yeah, that one is in. And that side is in. And the holes line up, yep. So now you want to secure with 2 bolts again. Same thing with the other side. So now slide the rad hose back into place. Obviously, access the clamp, slide it in, and replace the clamp. There you go. So rad hose, upper rad hose is back in. So right now we want to work on the hood latch. So what we want to do is this back underneath the bottom and over to the side and right here. So there's a clip to the back side, and this connector just connects back into place. And right now it's there. There you go. You hear it click into place. That's it. And now, so this little white tab will snap back in right here. But first, I want to try and get this ball to slide in. I don't know if I can show it to you, but right there. So take it to the back and slide it right there to the back side, which is just right there right now. I don't know if you can see that. So it's sitting in the back side now, the little ball. And now take this part and clip it back right here. So snap it back there. So that's it. So this should be working again. The hood release should be working. So now take this white tab right here and then clip it back and just slip that over there on the bottom. And now I'm gonna take my 3 bolts here and see where I made the mark. Basically, start your bolts. All right, so all the bolts are in. So the reason why I made this mark is sometimes you could put this higher like that, or you know, like more this side or more that side. So basically right now what I want is in this area. So most of my marks kind of line up in this area. It's not higher or lower. And because if it's not properly aligned, sometimes your hood latch doesn't line up with where it closes, which is up there. The striker really won't close properly. So that's why I did that mark. Alright. Alright, so now it's time to put the reservoir back in. So basically, you see this little tab right here? It goes all the way down there. There's like a spot for it. So you have to fish it down there. Oh, don't drop it. So you have to kind of position it in this area, and now try and slide it in the bottom, right, just like that. So once you slide it from the bottom, this right here should line up to the where you bolt it in place, which is another 10 mil. And then you just secure it with a bolt. And now don't forget to connect this hose back to right here. And that's it. That's all you need there. Now next, we want to put this battery back in. So take this battery tray right here. There's this 2 tabs. There's 2 holes right here. So basically we want to line those 2 tabs with a hole, just like that, and just like that. So it's in place now. So put the battery back in like that. Now I believe the positive is here and the negative is here. So now this is the hold down for the battery, and there's a spot right here. You just kind of slide the, just hook right on that hole and line up right here and tighten it down. So once the batteries are all hooked up, this is tight now, this is tight, and it's not moving, it's held down. This is the grill. So what I'm gonna do is sit it down into place. And so basically before, the problem was that it was held down with the clips facing this way. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the clips facing down. So let me show you what I mean. So basically this hole, I'm gonna go right here up above, put it down, and then line it up to this hole and clip it down. So basically I had to put it back the way it was, because otherwise the pin would be too high if I tried to put it from the top down. So basically I had to put it back the way it was from underneath and up. So yeah, this is pretty much one of the downside on this job, for this job, because those 4 clips are kind of a pain to get to. I wish they've done it a little better, because otherwise if you don't want to deal with those clips, you would have to remove the whole bumper assembly, and I don't want to do that. But to each their own, so it's up to you what's easier for you. So now after you're done that, basically it's just the top 4 clips that goes back into place, just like that. Alright, so we got one last bolt over here, and don't forget your ground strap that was right here, goes back right here and bolted down to its place. Also, don't forget to hook up your fans back to the connector. So just like that, it'll snap back in. Same thing with the other side. So yeah, that's it. Now we're ready to put fresh coolant in here and bleed the system. Alright, so right now we're just putting fresh coolant here. Basically this should take about 4 liters, the entire system. So I'm gonna save some of this and put some on the reservoir as well. So right now we have the car running, and we're just letting all the bubbles come through and all the new coolant run into the system. Have your heat on, and then make sure you got good heat and make sure it's not overheating, and I call this video done. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.